What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com. Here are my DFS picks for NBA Saturday, March 30th. These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our new videos. In this video, I'm going to go over my top picks for today's NBA slate. And if you stick around to the very end of this video, we'll use the Draft Dashboard tools to make a DFS lineup using the picks we just made. Okay, who do we have at the point guard position? I like Fred VanVleet from the Toronto Raptors playing the Chicago Bulls, who have the 6th worst defense overall. They give up the 9th most fantasy points to opposing point guards. Fred VanVleet has scored 36, 18, and 24 fantasy points in the last 3 games, averaging 23.9 fantasy points per game on the season and an average of 27 minutes per game with an 18% usage rate. Fred VanVleet is $5,300 DraftKings salary. He's $200 more on FanDuel, projected at 27.3 fantasy points here tonight. That's 5.2 times value. VanVleet does pretty well in the starting lineup, and now he's got a fantastic matchup in a high-paced game, which I think suits his style of play. So I like Fred VanVleet here versus the Chicago Bulls. So our DFS tools for MLB Baseball are now live and working. You can click on the MLB tab to change sports and check the tools out for baseball. They're really helpful. They're going to save you guys a ton of research time. Remember, we added projected ownership, and that will be updating throughout the day as injury news changes. We also added the fantasy points per minute stat here for each player. And we also added a stat that's new to the industry. We call it the hit percentage, and it's the percent chance this player has to hit value at his current DFS salary. And you can access all these new stats even on mobile devices by tapping the dash rank icon. Okay, let's take a look at the shooting guard position. I like Wayne Selden from the Chicago Bulls playing the Toronto Raptors, who have the 9th best defense overall in their middle of the pack defending opposing shooting guards. Wayne Selden has scored 35, 31, and 15 fantasy points in the last 3 games, averaging 12.9 fantasy points per game on the season and an average of 19 minutes per game with an 18% usage rate. The minutes and usage are way up as Wayne Selden has been in the starting lineup. He's been my favorite Bulls value play, and he's paid off the last couple of games. He looks really strong out there. Wayne Selden is $5,000 DraftKings salary. He's the same price on FanDuel, so I love that FanDuel price. Projected at 24.5 fantasy points here tonight. That's just about 5 times value. You see, Wayne Selden has 30-point upside, so he can crush this $5,000 price tag. This is a home game, a fast-paced game. Wayne Selden's going to get all the minutes he can handle. The matchup may not be great, but the minutes will be, so I love Wayne Selden here versus the Toronto Raptors. Real quick, guys, I got great news. For a limited time, we're offering a full 30-day trial to Draft Dashboard. You can try all of our DFS tools for all sports. You can try the position optimizer where you can see the top players ranked for each position. And we added a new player trends tool where you can see the top salary differences between FanDuel and DraftKings. It's a really good tool to help you pick out value for the site that you're playing on. Oh, and if you're tired of doing research every day, we just added a cheat sheet that shows hand-picked plays for the slate. No confusing stat lines, no headaches, just a simple cheat sheet that shows the absolute best players for your lineups. Okay, moving on to the small forward position. I like Jimmy Butler from the Philadelphia 76ers playing the Minnesota Timberwolves, who have the 11th worst defense overall, and they give up the 9th most fantasy points to opposing small forwards. Jimmy Butler has scored 30, 34, and 44 fantasy points in the last 3 games, averaging 36.7 fantasy points per game on the season and an average of 34 minutes per game with a 22% usage rate. Jimmy Butler is $7,300 DraftKings salary. He's $1,000 more on FanDuel, so I love that DraftKings price. Projected at 37.5 fantasy points here tonight. That's 5.1 times value. Remember, there's no Joel Embiid, so Jimmy Butler should see a usage increase. He'll get plenty of minutes. This is a great matchup. The Timberwolves are coming off an exhausting win last night versus the Warriors. They gave it everything they got, so they may be gassed today. So Jimmy Butler, Ben Simmons, and Tobias Harris, they're all great plays today for Philadelphia. So I like Jimmy Butler here versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. Okay everyone, it's time to announce the winner of our $100 weekly comment contest. And the winner is Harold Barnwell. Harold Barnwell, you are the winner of our $100 comment contest. Congratulations. Let's give Harold some love in the comments, everyone. Oh, Harold, please reply to our comment to collect your prize. And if you haven't won yet, don't worry, guys. We're going to keep running this contest, so keep trying. You never know. Next week, it could be you. Before I continue with the picks, I'm excited today because we added a new contest for everyone watching. If you want to enter the drawing for $100 PayPal, all you need to do is like this video, hit that subscribe button, and make a quick comment below to be entered into the drawing. We'll reply to a random comment and let you know that you won, and then we'll send you $100 PayPal. So it's that easy, and we pick a new winner every Saturday and announce them in our video. So get your comment in now so I can add another entry for you. Okay, who do we have at the power forward position? I like Bam Adebayo from the Miami Heat playing the New York Knicks, who are the third worst defense overall, and they give up the 8th most fantasy points to opposing power forwards. Bam Adebayo has scored 36, 31, and 49 fantasy points in the last 3 games, averaging 23.6 fantasy points per game on the season and an average of 23 minutes per game with a 16% usage rate. Bam's been starting for quite a while now, so he's been playing over 30 minutes a game, and he's $6,100 DraftKings salary. He's $1,100 more on FanDuel, so I love that DraftKings price. Projected at 33.1 fantasy points here tonight. That's 5.4 times value. They love Bam over there in Miami. He's going to get plenty of minutes, and he's got a fantastic matchup in a high-paced game. I love Bam Adebayo tonight versus the New York Knicks. Okay, moving on to the center position. I like Jonas Valanciunas from the Memphis Grizzlies playing the Phoenix Suns, who have the 2nd worst defense overall, who have the 3rd worst defense overall, and they give up the 2nd most fantasy points to opposing centers. Jonas Valanciunas has scored 50, 42, and 48 fantasy points in his last 3 games, averaging 30.4 fantasy points per game on the season and an average of 22 minutes per game with a 29% usage rate. He's played over 30 minutes the last 2 games. Jonas Valanciunas is $8,000 DraftKings salary. He's $500 more on FanDuel, projected at 44.3 fantasy points here tonight. That's 5.5 times value. There's an implied total of 219 points in this game. This is a fantastic matchup, big men versus Phoenix, so I love Jonas Valanciunas here versus the Phoenix Suns. If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smiggity smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for this NBA slate. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again, and good luck.